Alright, so the first roller coaster here in Galaxyland is known as the Dragon Wagon. Nothing too special about this ride, it's just one that you could find at basically any carnival. It's still a pretty cool one. The one specifically here is designed by Wisdom Rides. Has a simple oval layout. You go over some hills and turns during it. And it's still a pretty good ride, I'd say, but if you're over the age of like 5, it's definitely not worth going on. But if you're definitely a kid, it's definitely worth going on. Alright, so next up here, we've got the Auto Sled. This is one of the West End Mall's oldest attractions that still remains in the park. It first opened back in 1985 with the grand opening of Fantasyland, and now the park is known as Galaxyland. But this ride is a pretty fast one. Going through all those helixes, you just get so much speed. It may not have any large drops or anything, but just those helixes makes this such a fun ride, and one that's definitely worth the ride the next time you're at Galaxyland. So the next one here is the newest roller coaster in the West Edmonton Mall. It's known as the Galaxy Orbiter and opened back in 2007. So it's still fairly old, but it is the newest one in the park. This was a spinning coaster made by Gerstlauer and is honestly a pretty fun ride. If you want to get a very good ride on this, I definitely recommend having less people in the car, because when you have less weight on the vehicle, you can actually get way more spins on this. It's just so crazy. And if you don't really like spin that much, the more people you have in the car, the less it'll spin. But either way, this is still a fun ride, and just going around all the turns and drops and going all over Galaxyland just makes this such a fun experience. Okay, so next up here, we have got the Mind Bender. This is such a fun ride, and it's definitely the most intense ride in the mall, reaching a highest G-force of 5.2 Gs. And if you look at the list of rides with the most G-force in the world, this ride is super high up there. Those loops on this ride just pull some very intense Gs, and all the drops and the last helix on this ride all just adds up to make this such a fun ride. It's currently closed for maintenance, this attraction, and it's been closed for almost a year now. But once it does reopen, this is a must ride in the park. As long as you're tall enough, this is one that you have to get on. It is just one that you cannot miss.